What if I told you that this could be you by the end of this video? The mace is known as Minecraft's strongest weapon, so knowing how to use it is one of the most important skills one can have. Just a quick disclaimer, this video is going to be purely functional and it's not going to be an entertainment video. If you want to see some entertainment, go onto my main channel and look at all the rest of the videos. This video is purely for functional reasons so you can learn how to use the mace and get better. I made this video because I struggled to get better when I was just starting up and didn't see any other videos. So this is a practice bot. This is where you practice your mace attacks and just like all the skills you need to learn. So the first thing we're gonna learn today is attribute swap. Probably the most used mechanic in all of Mace PvP. And basically what it is you hold out a weapon. When you have a weapon, you have the attribute of the weapon. For example, the sword. It has 8 attack damage and a cooldown. Breach mace has 6 damage and 0.6 attack speed. So a breach mace, you need to really load it up to do damage, and it still does less damage than the sword, doing basically nothing. So what we do is we hold out the sword and we hit with the sword and the breach mace, and basically what it does is it gives the breach enchantment to the sword, doing a lot of damage. This is banned a lot on some servers, but mostly I would rely on it if you're playing like P Club or any server like that, because it's really useful and you can really do a lot with it. The only downside I see to it is that it doesn't do a lot of armor damage. So if you're trying to drain their armor, I would just sword crit them and maybe occasionally breach swap, but not all the time. It is useful for when you're like falling even a small height and you can really like you can do a lot of damage like this, but it's not a reliable method to win a long-term fight because their armor is gonna. But occasionally, like if you get like a small boost to like boost yourself up, like I would use a breach mace sometimes, but it's mostly nice to use density. Use a density mace to swap from an axe or a sword to density, dealing way more damage since the mace cooldown is like it's way lower than the swords. Or the mace cooldown is way higher than the swords, so you'll have to wait less time before you can actually go to it, and you get the damage of the sword with the enchantments of the mace. So you basically have a sword that does damage over fall damage with density on it. Alright, another technique that kind of involves this is called stun slamming. And just normal stunning. So stunning is when you go up to a player and you swap to your axe extremely quick to disable their shield. This is very useful in Mace PvP since you want to disable their shield on ground and you don't want to have to like spam axe every time. So shield disabling is very useful. Like you'll see a lot of pros like do this and then just spray you out with breach. Just like quick pop you. So how I would use this is if you want to sometimes get max damage, you could do like something like this called the stun slam. And basically what you do is you swap from, you wind charge up, you swap from your axe, you hit with your axe, but right before you fall you also hit with your mace. It's usually done with a density mace. You can also do it with breach, it doesn't matter, but density does more damage. The one downside this does have is it is less damage than a normal mace hit with like attribute swapping, because it just, you don't attribute swap the mace, you just break the shield and you waste your cooldown. So I would recommend this if you're higher up, like if you're like this high up, I would recommend this because you actually do a lot of damage no matter what. So that's probably the best way to use it, and it's somewhat easier with just using an elytra instead of straight up, but like if you're skilled enough you can do it no matter what. Use this whenever you're floating at someone and you're not sure that you can hit a backstab. Like you can sometimes hit a backstab, but like stun slam is way more efficient. It does more damage usually, because you're going straight ahead. You don't have to turn around. You don't have to like risk anything. You actually do the damage. So um, you can really do the stun slam from any height. Like it's not limited to one height at all. So I would just recommend practicing it as much as you can because it is a very useful skill. And on SMPs, if like nobody knows how to stun slam, it's very useful because you can catch people off guard. The next thing I will teach you is going up, because in Mace PvP, the most important skill is to spacing and to be able to go up. So like you're gonna be able to be a ground fighter, but if the second someone goes like this, like what are you gonna do if you don't know how to like fight in the air? So the first one, the most important one, is just like the normal. So just attribute swapping, you know, and like you can also pair that with a stun slam. But this one's probably the most easiest. Another one that people use a lot is like a pearl catch. That one's useful a lot. It's hard to land stun slams like that though, so I wouldn't recommend it all of the time, but like it's possible. Um, it's useful for when you're trying to escape someone, maybe you can like really dash around. You can also get a lot of height like this, and like again you can like kill someone pretty easily like this. I wouldn't recommend spamming this though, because it gets predictable and people can really easily avoid it. So I would just recommend it whenever you're like an opponent is chasing you behind you and you want to get away. I wouldn't do that. I would instead just like wind charge up like this, like alien wind charge. An alien wind charge is when you go down with your Elytra and then you wind charge up like this, but just higher. So another thing is, if in breach fighting, it's really important to gain height easily. Like you could just do a little boost. Like getting off of ledges would help you a lot. Like some people want to use like a choker. That's how they breach fight a lot, but I don't think that's that useful because it's predictable, unless you do it instantly without flaws. In breach fighting, if it's end game, try not to breach fight again. Like it does a lot of damage, but it does one less point of breach fight. Like it does one less point of armor dura, so it's not as useful as normal swords. I would also recommend trying to like keep distance if you're ground fighting. Like don't get up close like all like this. Just try to keep your distance. You can't really combo much, but you can try. So it's like kind of like Nethpot without pots. So just try to trip them out. Try to shield at them. Try to like be weird. You can also do like the Elytra thing and like you could do like a little Elytra downwards thing, and you can like really use anything in this game mode. For the stun slam again, if you're struggling with it, I would just recommend finding a bot that you can practice on. That's how I learned stun slams. And you really need like good keybinds for it. You can't just have anything. So what I use for my keybinds is a axe is Q, like the main one is Q. Then I have, for my mace, is Z. And I usually know how to butterfly click if I want to. If it's like very hard. Like sometimes I'll do when it's big height, I'll do like butterfly click. But you can really do anything. You can't really land stun slams like manually, like I did just now, but like you can't just double click very easily. So I will recommend either drag clicking, butterfly clicking, or just finding a way that's comfortable for you. Double clicking is okay if you have like very good keybinds, but it's like not that reliable. So another thing, if you're Elytra boosting, try to keep your distance in the air. And the mistake that everybody makes is not dodging. They just go in a straight line. But instead you should be going like be weird, like just dodge, like just be as weird as you possibly can so they can't get you. And if you want to, you can also like strip them out. So imagine they're chasing you. You can quickly go up and then just mace them if they don't have the game sense. Okay, that is it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.